City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
What are you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
You know I love barking. Thank you for watching. My co-host, my studio audience. Ridiculous. How you doing? Better now that I heard barking. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Good. Oh, it's good. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a terrific show. One of my favorite guests in the history of the Wendy Show is here, and that would be Dr. Drew Pinsky. What I love about Dr. Drew is that he's smart. He's Dr. Drew, you seem level-headed. He's tall, he's like 6'2". He's married stably. And he's got triplets, they're all in college. Yeah, so I love Dr. Drew, and we're gonna talk about Lamar and Bill Cosby and a whole lot more. But first, let's get started with Hot Topics. You know, Kaylee Cuoco, you're worth $45 million. It's really hard to feel sorry for you. A woman like you, or a woman, I don't care if you make $45, you should know better than to date someone for 3 months and then marry him. What are these candies from season number 1? Why are they so sticky? Like they're all over my hands and I don't know where to wipe them. It's Suzanne, you see.
It's all sticky.
Yeah, I need more than a tissue.
We need tissues.
No, I need tissues. like a rubbing wipe or something. Does this ever happen to you here at Rambo Show? Look, no, I'm not kidding you. Look.
Oh.
Do you see the mess?
Yeah.
Do I wipe them on my sweater?
No,
Match?
no.
Do I wipe them in my wig?
No. Oh.
Do I just lick them?
Yes!
So anyway, Kaylee Cuoco, here's the thing. When you're worth $45 million and you meet a guy who is not on par with you regarding career and salary. I mean, he's some sort of tennis player, but he's ranked number 1,000, is it 1,057?
57.
No lie, 1,057. His name is Ryan. Look, at least he ranks. He plays better than us. But, you know, his name is Ryan Sweeting, and I believe that he's definitely out for her money, and he probably saw her as a mark when he first met her, you know? Like a lot of women do to men. Ryan is demanding that Kaylee pay him spousal support. And cover his legal fees. Well, ladies, if you want to play ball with the big boys, sometimes you got to give it up like the big boys. And we can't have it both ways. I feel like there's something very deceptive about both of them, not for nothing, because try as I might, I can't find any pictures where they smile and show their teeth. Now, we learned that in Communications 101, all right? You know, people who, and then she's got the crooked smile too, like. I'm telling you, there's a lot to this body language thing, you guys. When you see people, I mean, it's one thing to smile and be deceptive sometimes, like, you know, you're trying to be cute and keep a secret. But when you make a constant habit of that, there's something going on. And look, and then she's got the crooked smile too. I'm not blaming her. I'm just looking at both of them and saying, just make this go away as fast as possible. If I were her, what I would do is I would pay his legal fees, okay, and make this go away. Remember, they dated for 3 months, married for 21 months, no kids together. They moved into a bad luck house, Chloe and Lamar's house. Oh, we talked. And then look, and she thought she was doing something by burning sage in the house to get rid of evilness. There's no amount of sage that gets rid of like bitterosity and or perhaps like dead people on the property, like, well, not that that's Chloe and Lamar, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean. I would pay his legal fee and I would also give him first, last security and 1 month rent on an apartment. Hold on, as a businesswoman. Like she's worth $45 million. Who has time to go through this? She's still cute, she can get another one. But, so what I'm saying is, like, either negotiate to buy him a place and then she puts a small down payment on the place for him to move in, or negotiate and get him a condo that he rents out and pay for a 1-year lease and then be done with him. Like, Kaylee, this is embarrassing for you and it's an upgrade for him. I like his stunt style. Because clearly that's stunting. Hi, Bobby Flay. Well, Bobby Flay, again. No, same nightmare, different story. So remember we were talking about the chef Bobby Flay, who I love. He had that cheater banner that flew over when he was getting his Hollywood Walk of Fame star, which, because it's being alleged that he cheated on his wife, Stephanie Marsh from Law and Order. It's being alleged. Stephanie spent 11 good years of her life with Bobby. So I'd have some bitteration too. From 31 to 41 are prime egg years for a woman. So, okay, so she was with him for 10 years, not 11, 10 years. And so he's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You'll recall this story we told you. His daughter was there. His mom was there. His hands are in the cement or whatever they do. He's down on his knees. Our friend from The Chew was there. Michael Simon was there, right? Next thing you hear, bzzz. It's the plane flying overhead. And we never knew who exactly sent the banner, but if it was Stephanie March, I wouldn't be mad. Only cause, you know, after being with a guy for 10 years, you got no kids out of it, and, you know, you've been from 31 to 41, ladies, you know. I mean, every year is a juicy year, but those are some juicy years. Right? So In Touch magazine caught up with Bobby at a recent event, and a woman, actually a few women were there, protesting outside. And the protest looked like this. Now, again, I don't know who was in charge of this protest, but if I wasted 10 years from 31 to 41 with a guy and our divorce is recent and still fresh, I don't know that I'd be over trying to stab him. You know? If I didn't have to go out of my way to do it, you know? Say one of Stephanie's friends said, I'm in New York, and Bobby's about to do something, and I'm gonna go there topless. If I were Stephanie, I'd be like, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't. And Stephanie looks angry enough, doesn't she? Yes. So I don't know who's behind all this Bobby hateration, but good for you. And by the way, I have nothing against Bobby Flay. I just have a funny bone when we do Hot Topics, that's all. So, what'd the church say? Drake's music video for his new song, Hotline Bling, just came out. Have you seen it? Everybody's talking about how Drake is dancing. Now, I have to say that he is definitely, listen, he's a guy after my own heart, because he's not much of a, like, that's the kind of guy I could dance with at the club. He's not gonna pressure me to whip it and nay-nay and back that, you know, I'm spastic. And apparently so is he. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Like, Drake is the kind of guy that makes corny cool. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And there are a lot of women who didn't like Drake because they thought they were too cool to like a guy like that in the beginning. And there are a lot of guys that resisted liking Drake because Drake comes off initially as a Canadian cornball. Shout out to all my friends in Canada. Doesn't mean you're corny, but I'm just saying he came, you know what I'm saying, at first. But you know what people have found out? Particularly guys. Guys have found out Drake caters to the women. And if you're in the same venue with Drake, Drake can only have 3 to 5 for himself, which means the rest are for you guys. And in my Hot Topics meeting, somebody said that he's like a young LL Cool J. I said, no. Look, I say the same thing. No, not exactly a young LL Cool J. LL Cornball? Yeah. Like Drake is corny, but Drake has made corny cool to me. The internet has been adding music to the Drake video. So, and by the way, somebody also in our meeting said, this is like how you dance in your kitchen while you're cooking and nobody's watching. So his dancing is really relatable, and now we added some of our own music, so let's roll it and show you how it turned out. Besides, I don't know about you, but I don't like guys who do a lot of movement. You know, guys who do a cute diddy bop, that's good enough for me. Just give me a little diddy bop. Do not swerve your hips too much, okay? So, a story that I've been meaning to get to probably since the invention of this show. 7 years gone by, we've never gotten to it, right? We've never gotten to it, but I've mentioned it a lot, right? Because I admire him, and it makes him sexier. Pierce Brosnan. Well, here's what I like about Pierce. Pierce and Keely have been married for 14 years. And they almost recently got a divorce because she wanted liposuction. According to the National Enquirer, Pierce's wife wanted liposuction, but Pierce allegedly said to her, "I will leave you because I love every curve of your hip." Yeah. I know. There's something about men that like women who aren't, you know, the perfect Hollywood model type that makes them so endearing and perhaps in my mind maybe more attainable to the rest of us. Not that we want Pierce Brosnan, but you know what I mean? It's like sexy. Now, mind you, when they met, they didn't look like this. She actually was that 14 years ago. But she gave birth to his 2 children, and she says that her body has never been the same. Well, that happens. In the meantime, I've seen like a lot of vacation pictures of them. She wears bikinis and and full pieces. She doesn't care, and he loves it. Wasn't he a James Bond? Wasn't he a James? That's a James Bond with that woman. Anyway, Pierce Brosnan, it makes you even sexier. And if I were Keely, you know what I would do, Keely? I know liposuction just seems great, but if you and your man are gonna fight about it, 2 kids and 14 years later, and he loves you the way you are, but you have all that money that you do, you know what I would do if I were you? If I were you in your tax bracket, be clear. I would hire the best chef ever to cook me. Yeah. To cook me all the right food. Like for a lot of people, even getting liposuction is cheaper than hiring the best chef ever to live with you for like 3 years. So slow and steady, you lose like 70 pounds or however many pounds you want to lose. And then I would also get like some sort of trainer or one of those machines. Now look, there's this machine that they make. I lie to you not. No, I don't have one, and no, I don't do that. But I'm gonna tell you something that I've learned. There is this machine, and quite a few famous people that we talk about on Hot Topics have the machine. And one of my doctors shared it with me and let me take a whirl one time. And I was like, what the? No, I'll just go to the gym. Look, no, honestly, look. So you put each leg on the leg, and then she straps you in, and then you put each arm on the arm, and she straps you in, and then she turns the machine on, and it starts pulsing and vibrating. No, look, while the machine does all the work lifting you. Like literally, you're being lifted and pulled like this. And I'm like, and who does this? And how much is this machine? And who bought it for their house? Anyway, Keely, if I were you, I would do everything with Pierce's money possible, other than get liposuction. Good luck. By the way, he's 61 and she's 52, so she is younger than him, and she still, you know, has that fighting chance of, you know, just doing it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. That's it for Hot Topics. Are you serious?